That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all know what conversations we gonna get into this good Saturday morning, honey. Welcome, Nina, Latoy, Anisha, Janae, Michelle. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, break room. Good morning to all the ones up in them bushes. Who y'all? Was yesterday the first day of spring? Or is today the first day of spring? Either way, I hope you guys are out enjoying the weather wherever you are. Hey, EB, good morning to you, sis. Hey, With Love, good morning. Good morning, everybody. So, y'all, we got Jasmine in the break room, honey. We got Jasmine in the break room. Jasmine is pulling a live. Sis going live at the grocery store. I said, well, that's a first for Jasmine. Typically, she'll vlog a little bit of her at the grocery store, and then she'll bring it on YouTube and put it up as content. But now, I guess sis so busy over there, honey, she ain't got time for editing videos. Sis said, I gotta go to the store, so I'ma just go live, honey. Now I'm gonna say this: Jasmine is the most going to the store individual who never has any food. Like, she goes to the store, I don't know, 3 times, 4 times a week, but never have any food. You said it's cold, it's snowing here? Yikes. You say it's too hot in Cali for March, 93 yesterday. Ooh, sis, that's some good weather right there. Hey, Miss TLD. And then we're going to get on down there to Kendra G, y'all. Y'all know we haven't been over Kendra's in a minute. And she got some interesting people that came on there on her dating show. And one man in particular, we're going to talk about, Mr. Dave over there. Dave Clark is his name. He got an interesting story, and I think we need to talk about it because some of y'all are out here dating, right? Some of y'all are out here dating. Some of y'all been locked down for a long time, but there's a majority of y'all that are out here dating. And I think it's wise for y'all to see what's out here. Now, do understand Kendra G's dating app / dating show is not the only one out there, right? There's quite a bit. We know in one in particular that come up a lot over here in this community that we in, the old Plenty of Fish people, okay? Y'all know Liv stay over there in the pond, okay? She stayed down there in the swamp. Swamp, nigga, swamp, nigga, swamp, nigga. Baby, Liv, stay down there over there in the swamp, okay? Or Plenty of Fish. But what I'm trying to say is, although this man is on Kendra's dating app / dating show, y'all, he might be on some other of these apps, okay? So y'all might need to pay attention, okay, girl? Y'all might need to pay attention. What's up, Miss TLD? Wait for it in the building. Ariana up in here. Woo, honey. Hey, sis, Sean Smith. What's good, sis? Good morning to you. Hey, K Watts. Good morning. For life up in here, sis. You laughing, and I'm so serious. Steve, good morning to you. So, y'all, we're going to get into it. Again, I hope everybody's feeling good and doing great. It's a lot going on in the world. So I'm hoping you guys are still being able to live your life as much as you can, be as happy as you can, be at as much peace as you can right now in a world that's just not so peaceful right now, okay? The price of gas is astronomical, y'all. I think we're going to have to start, I don't know, getting some boats. I think we're going to have to start just paddling everywhere we go. Our arms are going to be strong. Baby, we're going to have muscles around here, okay? I think we need to go get us some boats and just start, paddling everywhere we go. Because driving, it's starting to not look too great. Okay, price of gas is, oh my goodness. And you know what? Somebody said something to me the other day. I was having a conversation with a friend, and she said, you know what we need to do? We just need to boycott. We just need to stop driving cars. I bet you if we stop driving cars, the price of gas will go down. I said, sis, that's what you think. That's true, Steve. I said, sis, that's what you think? How's that gonna happen? No, really. Now, when y'all went on and boycotted Target, that made sense. Okay, if the whole situation with Target was bothering you, and you wanted to stand up and say, you know what, I'm boycotting Target. I'm not going to Target. Well, that made sense. You know why that made sense? Because you're standing up for what you believe, and there's options. Let's be honest. You don't have to go to Target. Baby, I haven't shopped at Target, and I can't even tell you the last time I was up in Target. But that's okay. You can make that stance. You can, because there's other stores that you could go to get the things that you need. Makes sense, right? Boycotting driving. How do you do that? Because even if you say, I'm not going to drive my car, well, sis, so if you get an Uber, doesn't the Uber eventually have to pull up at the gas station? If you take the bus, doesn't the bus eventually got to pull up to the fueling station to get more fuel? So how does not driving, how is that meaning anything? I don't think, I understood what my friend was saying, but I was like, nonsense. That's not going to work. Just like what Steve said. Everything is transported, right? Trucks are all across the United States. So if fuel goes up, which it is right now, then the cost of everything else is going to go up as well too, or is going up, or has went up. You're right, EB. I see where she was going. I understood what she was saying, but it ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Like I just teased y'all that we might have to get some paddle boats and paddle everywhere we need to go. I was being funny by saying that. We everybody can't ride bikes, because how we gonna get to the store to get our goods, because you can't transport everything on a bicycle. Now, they do have courier services in some of these major cities like LA, San Francisco, Chicago, that, they have courier. I struggle with that word. They have courier services where people will bring you things on a bicycle, right? But yeah, it don't always work. It's not that easy. Gas is like electricity. It's a necessity. Well, that's the thing. The electricity, fuel, electricity, all that's will go up, right? And what we do, y'all, we got to figure out how to pay for it. Either way, however it goes up. Somebody in the chat just said, Nina said almost $7 in California for gas. But guess what? Nina gonna pay that $7 a gallon because Nina gotta go places. She gotta get to where she gotta go. You see how they take our arm and twisted it behind our back? You can't win for losing, You just can't win for losing. You gonna get you a little scooter with a little wagon attack. Well, you know what, Evie? I'm gonna tell you something, girl. I just seen on Amazon yesterday, they got them wagons, nice wagon too. And since you might want to get on, and it wasn't that expensive, you might want to get on Amazon and get you one of them old wagons around there, girl. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So Jasmine, y'all, went live at the grocery store. I saw this last night. I only watched a little bit of. What's up, Walt? I only watched a little bit of it because I was just like, sis, how long has it been? I said, how long has it been, Jasmine? Girl, we still doing food stamp vlogs 10 plus years later. I was just like, okay. Now, hear me out when I say this, because you know, the world is very sensitive. Okay, y'all get real sensitive, and in no way am I trying to insult you guys in any way. Hear me out. Think about some of the people that you watch on YouTube that you've been watching for years, right? A lot of y'all have been watching women and that blog with the cheering. And if you think about it, y'all, most of those people that you started watching, I'm gonna just use 5 years ago. Most of those people, with the exception of Olivia and Jasmine, most of those people that you started watching 5, 6 years ago, what they were talking about then, they're not talking about that now, right? But do y'all know why? Because they have grown, right? Their life has changed. Maybe they got married, divorced, had 1 or 2 more kids, got a better job. Things have changed over the years, right? So the content that you were watching may be similar, but it's not the exact same content that you was watching 5, 6 years ago. And so is anything wrong with food stamps? No. There's nothing wrong with getting food stamps. But I would think most people, or the majority of people that are getting them, especially what a lot of people experienced around Thanksgiving of last year, November of last year, where it was threatened that people weren't going to get stamps at all during the holidays. That was a scary moment for a lot of people. A lot of uncertainty. A lot of people didn't know what was getting ready to happen, how they were going to feed their families. They didn't know nothing, right? So when you go through an experience like that, you get yourself prepared. You brace yourself for if that happens again, right? So you would think after all these years of watching Jasmine on YouTube and her being very transparent, if that's what you want to call it, of letting the world know I get food stamps to feed my children, you would think at some point we would start pivoting from that. Even if you're still getting the food stamps, that's probably not the focal point of your channel, right? You don't lead off of that. You just don't. Walk says, TMR, you would think after being on YouTube street for 14 plus years, you would need any type of government assistance. There's such a thing called leveling up. Thank you very much, Walk. I basically just said what you said, but you said it better, Walk. Appreciate you. Pure Area says, I don't know, TMR. Having food stamps for over 10 plus years is not needing a helping hand. It's your lifestyle. Exactly. That's my point, sis. And at some point, you would think, here's the thing. Jasmine just got a brand new car, right? You got a brand new car, but you in the store hollering my food stamps. It's like, what, sis? Like, remember when we started watching Jasmine, she was riding around in the Mountaineer. And over the years, progressively, her automobiles for her has gotten a little better, right? So if you will advance on the type of cars that you drive, thank you, Walt. Thank you so much, sis. 58 months, sis. I sure appreciate you. Walk, thank you so much for being a part of the break room. I really do appreciate you, sis. Hey, Miss Vita, good morning. Miss Vita, I don't know if you've seen, I shared you the other day on my community wall. One of your vlogs came up, and I shared it on my community wall. I don't know if you've seen that, but y'all go watch Christine Vita. Y'all, she's been following us for quite some time over here in the break room. Y'all go watch her. She's a mommy, and she has vlogs that she put up. So if y'all want to see something, y'all go. You welcome, sis. Y'all go check her out. So I was like, okay, well, since you didn't leveled up on the type of cars that you're driving, okay, girl, you've leveled up on your housing situation, okay, girl, but you're still stagnant, like Pure Area stated. It's your lifestyle now to continuously talk about food stamps. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. So let's get into this video real quick because I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. And because we need to get over here to old Dave Clark, down there at Kendra G's.
Like being in the store, but I've been going to the store every day. That's pretty.
That's so true. Is it Kai? Kai, that is so true. You said your brother's girlfriend was shocked that you didn't get food stamps. Kai said, like, it's just not everyone's way of life. Kai states, I'm a mom. Okay, I have a great job. I got one kid. That's it. I got one. It's not hard to provide for us, right, sis? But to be quite honest with you, you probably wouldn't qualify anyway. Because if you got a good job from what you say, you make good money, and it's just two in the household, more than likely you're not going to get them anyway, sis. But you're okay with that, right? Because you've managed to figure out how to feed your family without going down there to the government. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with not needing the government's assistance. There are a lot of people out here that live and don't have it. It's nothing wrong with that.
I'll try to talk right here, but
that's what's so crazy about Jasmine. You know, just a few weeks ago, she told us that she miscarried a set of twins at 3.5 weeks pregnant. And my thing is, but Jasmine told us that she was not trying to get pregnant. She was preventing getting pregnant by taking birth control, but the birth control, it didn't work for her. And I'm thinking to myself, you're already struggling from what you tell us. You were just on the internet 2 weeks ago asking the people for $500 to pay whatever you got going on over there. But it's a good idea to go birth more children into a situation that clearly you can't afford, because you say you can't afford, you're struggling, you're not rich, but you want to keep having more children.
I'm going to be shaking. Let me just do regular.
And remind you guys, this is a woman that has a college degree. Now, it may not be worth a hill of beans, right? But she has a college degree that she will not use. She has a college degree that she can optimize her living situation by getting a good job, a decent job, a good job with her, or she can even enhance on her college degree. She don't want to do that. She'd rather come on YouTube, beg people for money, and talk about pregnancies every year and run it down to the HEB with her food stamp card instead of taking her college degree, blowing the dust off of it because it's been sitting on the wall forever, and using that to optimize her living, her lifestyle, her living situation, so she don't have to go to the store and tell people she's using her EBT card to buy food. She refuses to do that.
I see you was in Yanni's live earlier. You actually listened. I wasn't in anybody's live. If I was in her live, I would know. I usually just make a comment. I'll comment. What did she say? I'm about to go. I think I need another big one. Bread, tortillas. I don't know what Johnny said. I wouldn't lie. If I was watching her live, I would tell y'all. And I really wasn't in anyone's. Oh, I'm gonna let's go. Let's get these.
Now I want y'all to watch closely how this girl shops. Now, for some of y'all that most of y'all know, this girl got 5 kids. If you notice, Jasmine never buys in bulk. Even when she goes to a store like H-E-B, where she's at now, she never buys 2 of anything. Like if she goes and get milk, it's either in this video, she gets a half a gallon for 5 kids. She never buys 2 gallons of milk. Never. Now, I've never seen her do that. She buys the bare minimum with a truckload of food stamps. 5 kids. Now, we've all figured out over time that Jasmine is either selling her food stamps, which she did admit to selling her food stamps to her mom. I don't know if she still does that. Something in me tells me she may give Philip food stamps because the kids are over there twice or 2 weeks out of the month. She may give Philip food stamps. I don't know. Hannah wouldn't take Jasmine's food stamps, but Philip would, because he don't give a damn about Jasmine. He would take them from her. Period. And another thing, the third thing is, Jasmine does not know how to shop. After all these years, this girl has not figured out how to shop. And let's be honest, y'all. Grocery shopping is not a hard task. It's not hard. It's pretty routine. You routinely buy the same things every month. But when you don't know how to cook, then you don't know how to shop. And Jasmine doesn't know how to cook, so she doesn't know how to shop. I've never seen this girl fix pork chops. I've never seen her fix chicken and rice, spaghetti, lasagna, a casserole. I've literally never. Now, she finally stopped with the damn neck bones. She finally stopped with the damn neck bones, okay? We don't see those anymore. But we don't see anything better either.
Yeah, I don't have to lie. If I was watching it, I would tell you. So I don't know what she said. This is my first time being on YouTube today. I was out of the red salsa. Let me go ahead and grab some more hot sauce because I know I'm out of that because I know I'm out of that because Kaylin and Maya devoured that.
Another reason y'all saying in the chat she needs to go to Sam's Club. She's not going to do that. Y'all got to also understand too. Jasmine refuses to spend cash on food. So she tries to stretch her food stamps out through the whole month. That's why every other day she run into the store. But what Jasmine doesn't understand, she's actually spending more money like that. If she would just go buy what she needs for the month in bulk form, like a Costco or a Sam's Club, she'll actually save more money and would still be able to stretch her food stamps. But again, Jasmine does not have the sense that God gave a goose. She don't have it. She refuses to possess it. So you can say this to her, but she doesn't comprehend. at all. Like Jasmine, I don't know what's going on with this girl, but she seems like she's, I don't know, a tad bit slow. I don't know. Now, just because you can use your pelvic bone, right? Just because you can use your ussy does not mean you're not slow, because there are a lot of slow people that uses that ussy and that peen and produce children. So that don't mean anything.
On the neck bones. Choosing to go this way is crazy. Going grocery shopping, and here you are. Oh, I did this last time I came to the grocery store, but I wasn't in her life. It's just a coincidence. Great minds think alike. That's how I see it. But YouTube is so annoying. Like, where the hell are the... I'm just gonna grab some more. It's not on this aisle. What else did I say? I just freaking packed it too.
Now y'all see her buy that little bitty thing of sour cream. And as much tacos as she fix over there, Jasmine should have just got the big old tub, right? She bought that little bitty thing of sour cream.
I already got them some tea yesterday. So don't need to buy any more of that. I got this, I got that. It's like this, it's like that, it's like that. All I see is your nose. Okay. Y'all be seeing stuff like that don't hurt my feelings. Child. I see a whole fucking face. They need to get cut. Why would you want that to happen? Why would you want to take food out of kids' mouths? Sounds.
So if the food stamps get cut, that means your kids are gonna starve. You see her mentality? So you're saying if your food stamps get cut, she said, she always says that. Why do you want to take food out of kids' mouths? Why are you dependent on somebody else to feed the kids that you birthed into the world? I wish I would sit up here and tell y'all, they about to cut off my food stamps. We about to starve, y'all. Oh, no, the hell we not? Oh, we not going to starve. Oh, baby, I'm going to get out here and figure it out by hook or crook. I'm going to make sure I eat, my kids eat off the top. Okay? She over here talking about, why y'all want kids to starve? What makes you think kids are going to starve? They're not going to starve because you're their parent. And you're going to make sure you get out there and you produce. If that means you got to do 2-3 live streams a day. Every live stream, every video Jasmine puts up, regardless if it has views or not, generates income.
Like someone is, that's a jealous thing to say. To me, that's a jealous thing to say. In my opinion.
She said that's a jealous thing to say, that my food stamps needs to get cut off. Jasmine feels like people are jealous of her. Listen to this grown-ass woman in her mid-30s. She thinks people are jealous that she gets food stamps, as if food stamps is the only way that you can buy food. Listen to what she just said. She said that's a jealous statement. Who the hell is jealous because you in the store live spending your food stamps? Who's jealous of food stamps? Maybe somebody is out there jealous of food stamps. Well, I'm going to say this. You shouldn't be. I would be more envious if you in there with an American Express card getting your groceries. Okay, girl? Not with no damn EBT Lone Star card.
Why would you want to take food out of kids' mouths? Like, seriously. I would come over here for something else. Oh, it's like cauliflower. Cauliflower something. But I don't see it anywhere. My heart says no. Nobody's supposed to be here. Oh, that's not the one I usually did. Where is the seasoned broccoli? That one be the one.
Why would you need to buy seasoned broccoli? First and foremost, seasoned broccoli is going to cost more money. You don't know how to season broccoli? It's called salt and fucking pepper. That's it. Why are we buying seasoned broccoli when you can season it your damn self? Girl, get over there, get you a regular bag of broccoli spares and put your own salt and pepper, little onion salt, or little onion powder, maybe a little sprinkle of garlic powder, depending on your taste bud. And boom, you got seasoned broccoli. It's her buying seasoned broccoli, and you got seasoning at home. I ain't never thought to buy no seasoned damn broccoli, because most people, if you're buying broccoli, you're probably adding it with something, and what you're adding it into already has the seasoning, right? Or if you're fixing broccoli on the side as the vegetable to your meal, you're putting salt and pepper on the broccoli any damn way. So why would you buy seasoned broccoli? Makes no sense to me. It's like buying seasoned green beans. Who the hell is buying seasoned green beans unless you lazy? Because don't you know how to put seasoning on green beans?
I might be hidden. I don't get the cheese. Oh, wait. Oh, that's cheese. Oh, here it is. Seasoned veggies.
Seasoned veggies, and she bought one. Let's be honest. Whenever you buy, so let me tell y'all something about TMR. I buy frozen vegetables. I've been doing this since 2011. I used to buy the vegetables in the can. My mom told me, don't do that no more. Because, you know, as a kid, that's what my mama bought, right? Green beans in the can, peas in the can, corn in the can. You know, that's what was in our pantry. But my mom told me back in 2011, she had me to stop making Kool-Aid for the kids because she said I'm giving them way too much sugar. Baby, we ain't had Kool-Aid. I haven't had Kool-Aid since 2011. True story. Haven't had it. And she told me to stop buying them canned vegetables. Buy them in the frozen because they're fresher. They're better. And that's what I started doing, baby. And I ain't turned my back on frozen vegetables since. When my kids were younger, my middle son, baby, he knew when it wasn't frozen. One time I had ran out of, I used to keep, when the kids was at home, I used to keep, you know, I would keep a can or two just for backup. And one time I was making corn and I only had one bag of frozen corn. So no. I didn't have any. I didn't have any bag, but I had 2 cans of corn in the pantry. So baby, I caught myself trying to be slick. And I used the canned corn, right? So I called the kids. Matter of fact, this was my 2 youngest, were the only 2 at home. The 2 oldest were gone already. So this was a few years ago. Girl, I called myself trying to be slick. Baby, my middle son, he came sit at the table and eat. Baby, because all my kids love vegetables. That's how I brought them up eating vegetables. I don't have a child that, and baby, when I tell you they eat all vegetables, they eat. Baby, my kids love beans. They used to say, Mama, you cooking beans? My kids love the great northern white bean. Baby, they love beans. Because I brought them up eating because they ate beans with me. They ate beans with their grannies. They love beans, especially with me, when I put my meat and stuff in there. So he sits down. He came to the table first, and he getting started. Baby, he took about 2 spoonfuls of that corn, and he turned around and he looked. I was standing in the kitchen. He turned around and looked at me. He said, Ma, are these canned corn? And I'm looking at him like, what? And I'm thinking to myself, oh, shit. I said, what you mean? He said, Ma, are these corn out the can? I said, girl, I was lying my tail. I said, nah, you know I don't buy no canned corn. He said, Ma, it don't taste right. Baby, he got up and looked in the garbage can. He said, Ma, here go 2 cans right here. Baby, I was caught. He could tell the difference. He was like, oh no, honey, you're not gonna pull the okie doke on me. And he was like, oh no. And don't you know my son did not eat no more of that corn? He don't like canned vegetables. Because you're right, girl, I got busted. Boy, that baby got up and looked in the garbage can and see them 2 cans sitting at the top of the garbage can. Girl, you should have seen my face. I was standing in that kitchen like, ooh. But he wouldn't eat it either. He would not eat it. Yes, they do, Miss TLD. I was caught. You hear me?
I could have, but it's okay. I am vlogging today too. Ghetto. Okay, hold on. Do I have everything as far as your taco stuff? Nobody's supposed to be. I need to get some more soap. Let's see, which one should I get them? Should I get a bar? I feel like the bars last longer for kids than the liquid because they just be pumping.
My thing is this. Now, here's the thing. You do what you want to do. You in no way is TMR telling y'all how to wash your ass. Okay, y'all wash your ass. However you want to wash your ass, girl. Okay. But my thing, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I use bar soap and liquid. I use both. Right? Because to me, the liquid soap moisturizes your skin. I don't know. Bar soap just gets you cleaner. So I go with the bar. Look here, telling y'all all my business. Damn it. I go with the bar, and then after that, I go with the body wash, right? I do both. When it comes to the kids, I don't know. I think I would stick with the bar with the cheering, okay? Because they're wasteful, right? You use Dove body wash? Yeah, I like Dove body wash. Dove is the ish. I like Dove. For me, I would stay with the bar with the cheering. Okay, I would. if I'm just gonna buy body wash, I probably wouldn't get the real expensive one when it comes to the kids because they waste it, right? It's not you use dishwash liquid and sandpaper. Steve, you look like you use sandpaper and dishwashing liquid.
The younger ones. We'll get one.
Yeah, me too, Vita.
And then get some sauce. Where is?
Yeah, Walk. I do both.
Should I get the shea butter? The one that I like is this antibacterial one. This one's good. Hydrate too.
So we're not gonna just buy a big. Okay, hold on, stop. So if we're gonna buy soap, the bar soap, why are we buying the 2-pack one? Does anybody know? Hey, Paulette. Why wouldn't we just? Because no, God, my nerves are so bad with this girl. Soap is like toilet paper. You don't go to the store and get a 4-pack roll of toilet paper. Yeah, right, Numi. You don't do that. How many of y'all, when y'all go to the grocery store or wherever you're going to buy your household products, how many of y'all just buy the 2-box soap? Even if it's just you in the home, why not just buy the big box? That way it's there when you need it. That way that's something, those are 2 things okay, now let me say that. 3 things that you should not run out of. Soap, toilet paper, trash bags, deodorant. Those are things you just don't run out of. So when you go to the store, like if you're at the grocery store picking up some groceries and you like, oh, you know what? I got 2 bars of soap left, right? Let me go up here and pick up me an old 8-pack. Because that's something you use it every day. Toothpaste, I'm sorry, Kitchen Track Creek. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all probably say, Tim, why you didn't say toothpaste? Girl, you don't brush your teeth? I do, and do, and do. Okay, thank you, Track Queen. Now, paper towels. I'm not saying that you need to run out of paper towels, but I'm talking about things that you just should not run out of. Toilet paper, soap, toothpaste. Dow Gold, that's good. I'm not really a Dow girl, but Dow Gold does smell good, Nina. I'm just not really a Dow girl. I don't use Dow, but it's nothing wrong with it. I don't use it. So you picking up a box of the Dove, the 2, and I'm telling why she's getting 2 because she's looking at the price of the 2 versus the 8-pack or the 10, and the 2 is cheaper, which makes baby. When I tell you that's diabolical, that makes no sense to me.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me just get shea butter.
Now, what did she buy? Hold on, I didn't see that. Hold on.
I can eat too. I don't know. Let's see. Let me just get shea butter.
She got the 2-box. She got the 2-box, y'all. Now look at the big one sitting right there next to her. Hold on, let me blow it up. Y'all see the big box? What's that? The 8-pack? What she grabbed? What's this? The 3-pack? Why? I just want to know why. If you need soap, aren't you going to need more than 3 bars? Why not just buy the bigger box? Is it because you're at HEB and you don't really do your household essentials at HEB? Oh, okay then. Well, then where's the video where you're stocking up on your household supplies at I don't know, Walmart, Sam's Club, or Costco? Where's that video at? Is that the 2-pack? Oh, you know what? That probably is a 2-pack. I don't know why it looked like a 3. Oh, two. She got 5 kids and 2 bars of soap? Maybe a mess. Yeah, Ryan, 2 days, a bar is gone.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah, they can go over here. Oh, look at that. That's in this one. Deep exfoliating. I don't know.
She didn't even pick it up to try it. Well, let me try this. Oh, this look okay. Exfoliated. Let me try this. Baby, nothing about Jasmine exudes femininity. Nothing. Not even the braids in her head.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Let's see. I think I should get. Jim, they don't have the other packs. Chocolate chip cookie. That would look different though. They got a lemon cake, cookies and cream. This is just protein bars.
Yes, no, we don't share bar soap. Everybody got their own. Cause I like certain types of soap. So I'm not sharing it with it. No, please don't touch it. Cause unless y'all want to start, fighting up in here in this household, do not touch it. Do not. Don't. Please don't touch it. Everybody got their own bar soap. Please. When my kids was little, they had shower caddies, right? They had the little shower caddies. And because they had to share bathrooms, right? I implemented the ideal of the shower caddy so they could take it in when it was their time to go to the bathroom, right? Take in your shower caddy. They had all your personal things in it, right? We did that until they pretty much left the house. It just worked for me. It worked better because a lot of times, you know how you have a toothbrush holder in your bathroom? When you got multiple children sharing one bathroom, you don't want, a lot of times you buy the toothbrushes, it's not like they're pretty much the same color, like the red, the blue, the green. So to eliminate you getting confused on who toothbrush is this, I bought them toothbrush holders, popped their toothbrush in there, and they would just come to me when it was time to, because I used to keep everything in our room, right? So when it was time to switch out toothbrushes, when they needed to re-up, we call it re-up. Me and my kids, we were funny growing up. When they were growing up, we called it re-up, right? So when it was time to re-up on your personal supplies, they would come to me, right? And we would re-up on everything they need in their caddy. When you got multiple kids like I did, 4, sometimes 5 in the home, baby, that's how you had to work it. Because one thing I can't stand is chaos and confusion in my house. Oh my God. My nerves are very short and I don't like all that chaos and confusion. So we would call it re-up day. And so when it was time to re-up, because I would say, hey, who need to re-up? And then I need this, I need that, I need my Axe body spray. Because, the boys, I bought them Axe body spray. That's when they were younger. Bought them the Axe body spray. And I'm like, who need to re-up? And then I had certain kids who only could use certain deodorants. So I had different deodorants and, and I kept all that stuff in my room because I didn't want them running through it, right? So, yeah, we called it re-up day in my home.
I usually get this one, but not this size. It's the minis. I guess I will get cookies and cream. Just tastes funny. They went up. I feel like let's get those. Nobody's supposed to be here. I think I got everything.
I know that's right, Wall.
I'm at HB. I was gonna go to Walmart, but I ended up being on this side because I was door dashing, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to HB since it's right here.
Yeah, me too, Numi. I had some sensitive skin children too. I had two
Ooh,
of them that were sensitive skin.
hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna have to use my tap.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the whole put everything in the car and I mean on the conveyor. We're gonna get to the car now. She back in the car. Good morning, Erica.
Hey, man, my ice cream is melted. This is 83 degrees outside today. Ooh, I pulled out kind of fast. Hey, y'all. Shit, stuck on. Let me see. I'm from Texas. Ooh, I just left the store. What time is it? It's 2:15. What time should I start cooking?
I see she still got those nails done. Y'all think Jasmine went and got her fill in yet? Because it's been about a month since she got them nails done. Y'all think Jasmine went down there to the nail shop and got her fill in yet? Probably not.
No clue. You're from Charlotte? I be wondering how some of y'all be finding me. Woo!
Oh my God, Latrice, how can we forget the green
All right,
toenail
girl.
polish? Oh, those Mother's Day toes that went from Mother's Day to Christmas.
Thank you. You from Texas? Hey, Texas in the house. That's what I'm talking about. People be. Hopefully, y'all don't start overheating.
Why y'all calling her car a clown car? Because it's too small for all her children? Well, y'all got to think about it. Jasmine doesn't think about her kids like that. You just saw her grocery shopping in the damn store. She don't think about her kids like that. You think, I mean, she's the same way with Chrissy. Chrissy riding around there. This woman got 9 kids and riding around in a car that can barely fit 5 people and been doing that for years.
That's as high as it can go.
Right, low.
I have on like a romper. I don't have a dress on. But thank you. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. So what's going on April the 1st? You said, wait a minute. Okay, y'all, because I ain't keeping up with the EBT news because I don't get EBT. So I don't keep up with. So what's going on April the 1st? She won't be able to get gum. So in Texas, as of April the 1st, they won't be able to get candy and all that stuff. And chips and stuff like that. No junk food. Oh. Is that with all the 50 states or is that just in Texas? No sugar, junk food, soda, energy drinks. Okay. Just some states. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at least you can still eat. You may not be able to get the junk food, but you can still eat. So I don't see what the problem is. I can see if they was not going to let you eat at all. I don't see what the problem is. Here's the thing. You take your food stamps and you buy all your meats and vegetables and whatever else, right? And then take your cash and buy the chips and cookies. But let's be honest, that shouldn't hurt Jasmine. She don't buy her kids stuff like that. She don't really buy cookies and chips and ice cream, and she don't buy stuff like that for her kids. And if she do, she buy one bag of chips and all of them got to share one bag. So that shouldn't be really no big difference to her.
Where everybody from that's in here. Hopefully I don't like fade out because of the heat. I can't stand Texas and the weather. One day it's snowing, next day we got tornadoes, next thing it's hot, then it's back cold again. Today it feel like summer. Yesterday it felt like spring, the day before it felt like winter. The kids are doing good. The twins are actually with their dad. And I got the 2 older ones in Legend. It's the same out there in Georgia. Man, I can't with this weather change. I'm really ready for, I don't know. I'm about to say I'm ready for the summer, but I don't know. My kids like to go swimming. Swim caps are not 100% good. Like, they don't always work. If you got some kids, I don't want to say black kids, some kids or some parents like me, every time their kid get into chlorine, they wash their kids' hair. And when my kids go swimming a lot, that means I'm washing hair and redoing hair over and over again. That's like the only thing I don't like about summer. So you're washing hair on a consistent basis, stripping the oils and stuff, redoing it. I gotta do hair this weekend. I gotta do Kaylin's hair. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it yet, but she keep asking me for a perm. But I don't know. Amaya's, I gotta do hers. And I'll just do Ava's when she come back. So I'm not looking forward to doing hair. I freaking hate doing hair. When you got a lot of girls, you start hating doing hair. And then you gotta do your own hair sometimes. It's gonna be hot as hell this summer. I already know. Thank you, love. I already know it's gonna be hot. I ain't looking forward to the heat either. I mean, the light bill might be higher.
Jasmine, isn't it hot every summer in Texas? You live in Texas, sis. When is it never not hot in Texas? You're born and raised in Texas. At this point, you should be used to like she sounds so ignorant sometimes to me. It's painful.
You gotta run the AC. Luckily, all my kids are in school. I turn that off during the day. I still do it. Like my house has been staying cool to where, like, whenever the day comes, it stays cool for the majority of the day. Like they're at home, and it's not on.
Well, that's dumb, Jasmine. Turning your AC on and off actually makes the bill go higher because it's every time your house gets to its cooling point and then you cut it off, then the heat rises and then you cut it back on. It makes the AC work even harder to get the house back down to the cooling point so you're actually, what you should do is set it at a temp that's comfortable for you and just leave it there. Cutting it on and off is actually raising your bill up more. She's so slow.
But who knows, when it gets to 103 degrees, shit, you never know. With this Texas weather. Do I want to go straight? I don't think so. I don't know. Do I? The light be too short for me.
That's all she got to do, walk.
I could cut through.
Right, LaToya, she has the same bill every year. She acts like she just moved to Texas last year.
What are you feeling like today? Oh, thank you. Girl, I just pull myself together today.
You know what, Courtney, to your point, you said nobody never taught her basic life skills. Even if that is the case, Jasmine has been living on her own long enough, and she's been watching other women on social media living on their own as well. You would have thought over the years she would have picked it up by now. Even if her mother and her father didn't teach her basic life skills, you kind of teach yourself over the years, right? Jasmine's problem is she knows what to do, but she refuses to do it because it still works for her. Jasmine doesn't want to do better. She just wants to do, and that's it. And she uses the internet to complain and moan and groan about life when Jasmine is the controller of it. She controls her destiny. She knows that.
After I went and worked out, I was like, I haven't pulled myself together in a while. Let me go ahead and do it. Because going to the gym, it just, you be ready to lay the fuck down sometimes.
I agree. Hello.
And that's my biggest problem. I'll go, like, I'm gonna just lay down for a second, and that second turns to an hour. And then I'm realizing, I didn't waste half a day. So I was like, I'm not gonna lay down. I'm trying to stay up. I'm just now going. It's feeling 45. I'm a Virgo.
Have y'all noticed when she was just talking about doing the kids' hair for the summer and them wanting to go swimming? Did you guys notice she made no mention of going anywhere, no summer plans? She made no mention of that. Jasmine refuses to spend money on her kids. I just don't understand that. Jasmine, girl, we gotta go by. I can't do it anymore. She made no mention of that. Yeah, but TMR, your circle is your ceiling. With her mom as the bulk of her lived experience and watching others without the true ability to apply what she sees, she's winging it at this point. Well, that's true, Lo. She is winging it, but again, even after winging it for so many years, anybody should figure it out. Even, I mean, I'm talking about even if you're a prostitute. Most people that's out there selling their body, most women that's out there on the streets selling their body, that's their first time, right? So, you know, it ain't like they was brought up to know how to sell your body. And when you get out there, you make some mistakes, right? But over so many months or years of being out there on that strip selling your body, you do what? You figure it out. You figure out what works for you. Because over time, you just learn from watching others and, you know, or whatever. So that's what I'm saying for Jasmine. Even if nobody taught her basic life skills, she's been on her own long enough that she should know how to do it and what didn't work and what can work. She should know that by now. It's just no excuse. It's like she doesn't feel like her kids are deserving. You know what, Lady T Bug? I think you could say that too. We've been watching this girl for 7 years over here, and she's never taken them anywhere in 7 years. Never. Well, I take that back. She took them to SeaWorld. She drove from Austin to San Antonio and took them to SeaWorld, and that was probably, I don't know, 5 years ago. It, you know, no road trips with the kiddos. She had a chance to catch a flight with them a few months back. She didn't want to do that either. She said, ain't nobody rich. So, you know, if it wasn't for Philip and his family, Jasmine's kids would experience nothing. Philip and his family, his sister, his mom, is the only reason why the Davis Four experience anything. If it was left up to Jasmine, nothing. Because y'all seen when Philip was locked up in jail, y'all seen what she did? Nothing. So there's no difference. All right, y'all. So let's get over here to Dave Clark real quick. Okay. So this is a man that came on Kendra G's show. I think he said he's about 40 years old. And he came in search for either a man or a woman. Okay, y'all, let's get into it.
Okay, Cancer. Huh?
How you guess that?
Because it's July, so either you're a Cancer, where you can find real love and your person, available on iPhones and Android phones.
Is that better?
Let's see. Where you calling me from, Dave? I think so.
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit. How old are you?
I'll be 40 in July.
Okay. So what's your zodiac sign? Cancer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Cancer. Huh?
How you guess that?
Because it's July, so either you're a Cancer or a Leo.
Type.
Do you have any kids?
Nah, I like some though.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a manager at one of the big three.
Okay, manager of one of the big three. What's the big three? I'm sorry.
Automotive manufacturing.
Okay, automotive. Okay. Oh, that's right. You're in Detroit. So what's the big? There's a big line in Detroit.
I'm sorry. Who is Kendra's hairstylist? Does anybody know? I know she lives in LA, but her wigs be looking hideous. I'm sorry. I don't think I've seen her with a cute wig on at all. Maybe one or two, but not too many.
You say what?
Okay, one of the big three. We'll let it go. Have you ever been married?
Nah.
Never married. All right, so we got Dave Detroit, never married, 40, is a Cancer, no kids, a manager of the big three. I think we have it all. Dave, what kind of woman are you looking for?
Honestly, like I've been messing with guys, Kendra, right? But to be honest, right now, like in my life, I don't know if it's my age, you know, me now kind of knowing what I need and what I like. When I kind of go for what I like or what I want, I don't never get from it what, you feel me? Like what I need. I've kind of grown a lot. So to be quite honest, I'm just really looking for a connection. I'm looking for somebody who kind of knows themselves, honesty, and to kind of know where they want to go, have some type of ambition or goals for real.
Woo, Dave, I didn't see that one coming. So are you looking for a guy or a woman or anybody with a pulse?
Don't do me, Kendra. Come on now. Honestly, like
hold on, y'all. It's the crazy eyes for me. Y'all notice how he can't look at kids? It's the eyes all over the damn place. It's his head, like he a damn bobblehead. It's the eyes and the head just swinging all over. Like, sir, focus.
I've done, not to kind of overshare, but like I've done like 10 years in prison and I got like 14 felonies. So for my life to be where it is, I've done a lot of work on myself.
Wait, pause. He's 39 years old. He's soon to be 40. He said he did 10 years in prison. He said he got 14 felonies. And he's 39. So wait, let's stop. Pause. 14 felonies and you're 39 years old. You did 10 years in prison.
I've kind of messed over women and men, and I've grown. And then I don't know if it's the karma I got back. And then I kind of got to where I was just with one person, and then that person, now I'm noticing how they doing me, how I did somebody, if that makes sense. And it's like, I don't know, like I'd rather be by myself before I just, you know what I mean? So I need.
No, we don't know what you mean. So, sir, it sounds like you came on this. So it sounds like you're hurt. The man that you're currently dating is playing games. You said, like how you've played games with other in the past. Your karma has came back and reared its head with this. So it sounds like you hurt, right? And in your mind, you want this said person, man, that you're dealing with currently right now, but he's playing games. So you decide to come on the internet, I don't know, invent. And in the process, if you meet somebody, then you meet somebody. You're going into a situation not even cleared of the current or previous situation. Yeah, that's a way to start off a new relationship. Yep.
Your help, for real.
All right,
So, will I get with a woman? Yes. I want kids. Will I get with a man? Yes. Right? But honestly, how I've been feeling lately, I don't know if that's realistic for somebody with my aesthetic.
Okay, first of all, I appreciate your transparency. It takes a lot of courage to come on my show and to be as transparent as you. I got a couple of questions. Before you went to prison, did you date men?
Nah, I was 17.
You were 17?
Yeah, I was 17. I had a girlfriend. And then my first sexual experience with a man, I was like 19.
That was inside prison?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, boy. Okay, so he went to prison at 17. And so when he went to prison, his first sexual experience with a man was 19. So a man in prison turned him out. All right.
Do you feel as though prison made you desire men, or like
prison don't do that. It just like with money, it make you more who you are. I think it made me understand that I'm more of a spiritual person, right? Like I can't be defined by what I do, right? There has to be a little bit more substance.
What? You said prison makes you find out who you are? Right, Melissa. So you always been gay? Huh. Okay.
So if anything, I became more spiritual, right? Like that self-love that's required, right? And just doing the work on myself.
Okay. Another thing you mentioned is you want to have kids. So I think some things, sometimes, and I've had this a couple of times. I've had men that have been on the show and that might be bisexual or gay, but because they're ready to be a father, they now desire a woman. Is that the case for you?
Nah, because it's a lot of females who would love to have my child. I ain't pressed. I'm just telling you what my ambition is, right?
There's a lot of females that out there that would love to have your child. Do they know you sleep with men too?
Was one who kind of started loving myself later in my life. So I'm believing I can have whatever, right? But I got to do the work within myself. And I feel like I've been attempting, right? I've been attempting, and now it's just like I got everything I want, but that's what's missing.
Okay. So I was being joking, but let me get clarity. Who are you looking for tonight? What gender?
I don't even know if I can answer that. Because I don't, I'm honestly, I'm open. It kind of, I don't know if it's coming off thirsty type. Nah, but it's really like, I'm a spiritual person, and whoever I talk to, I pour into, I'm loyal to. I don't play no games. I don't need you for no money. I don't need you for anything, to be quite honest. I'm actually looking for someone who can lean on me, right? Where I have a place when I'm kind of down, can speak into my life, right? The real stuff that matters in life, right? You feel me? I don't want nobody to want me for my money, right? I don't want anybody that ain't strong enough to kind of and I've had that with women and men. So to be honest with you, I guess that's the debacle, right? Like, anytime I've been with a man or a woman, I've only been with that person. Like, that's sex. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like I want to be a dad and all that. Like, for real, I want to travel the world with somebody. Like, I'm the only guy, like, from my situation with a passport, and I got to pay for everybody, or I don't go places, and I'm really wanting to live my life.
Okay. So if you got with a man and never...
He got a passport and he's a felon? He got 14 felonies and he got a passport? I thought if you was a felon, you couldn't have a passport. Am I wrong?
Became a dad, you're fine with that?
I couldn't be with nobody and not become a dad.
So if you got with a man, you guys would figure out a way to have a child?
Definitely.
And what way would that be? Would you get a surrogate or would you adopt?
Surrogate. I would want my child to look like me. Okay.
So no matter what, whether you get a man or a woman, you want to become a father?
Correct. And I would want them to want similar values.
Okay. So
it's not that he's been with men and now he wants to try women. It's not that. He just wants a person. Oh, okay, Woo Honey. I heard that years ago. I don't know. I thought that was the case. Okay. See, this is what's wrong with what's going on in the world. Like, come on, man. Like, if you're into men, then stay right there. Women are okay with that. We're not mad. We're okay with that. It's I'll take whatever. I'm just looking for a spiritual connection. So if you spiritually connect with a woman, you're saying that you no longer are turned on by men? Because if you're spiritually connected to this man, are you saying that a woman can't, like, damn it, just like pick a side and stay there? Like, why involve other people into this madness? Because to me personally, it's madness. Because not only as women do we have to compete with other women for the men, we are now competing with the men and other women for said man. Like, it's insane.
Is it fair to say men and women can reach out to you?
Correct.
All right. So now we got that clarity. Let's start. We need to start with the Kendra questions. What type of person, what qualities should the man or woman possess that you desire?
Self-insight. A good listener. Like that. Really, for real. I hear people talking right there like, I want this, I want that. And when you get it, it ain't really what you want. It's like a new car. Once you have it for a while, you're like, damn, I'm paying on this damn car, right? So I want somebody who knows who they are, right? And is comfortable with who they are.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I say a deal breaker for sure is just not knowing who you are, like a manipulator. You know, I got really good discernment and path, so I can kind of, spot it. But, I don't know if I got any. Yeah, I'll say that just no honesty, like not knowing yourself, no self-insight, no awareness of who you are. People who feel before they think, stuff like that.
Okay. Should he or she look a certain way?
I think they should love themselves. I think that's a safe way to say it. I've kind of been with, on the spectrum. It's just really about that anointing, that glow, that charge, right? I don't want to say, Kendra, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. And it's been the same thing I've been looking for, and it ain't got me nowhere, right? So at this point, I'm just, open to see somebody who knows who they are.
Okay. Do you have an age preference?
Somebody that got to be over 28.
Over 28
at least, yeah.
Could the guy be bisexual?
I mean, you could be who you are, right? But I'm not going with that.
Okay.
Right?
So you prefer if a man, but aren't you bisexual?
No. What I believe I heard you say was, can they kind of like be fluid, right? Yeah, you could be who you are, but if it's me and you, it's me and you.
What? Okay, so hold on. Stop. Pause. You said you want somebody that is comfortable with who they are. And if who they are is they like men and women, which it just sounded like you're saying the same thing, then why would that be an issue? I'm not understanding. You just up here and said you're looking for a spiritual connection. It was either a man or a woman. But if y'all notice, he doesn't really lean on the woman part, but he doesn't want to take that out. He wants to use that as an option. Me personally, that comment right there about you don't want a man that's bisexual, that likes men and women, is all the more reason to tell me he really wants a man. But because he's on this dating app on Kendra's show, Sir is concerned more with the quantity more so than the quality. He's trying to exercise all his options. And to me, when a person, be it a man or a woman, says that is the biggest red flag. Because to me, you already don't know what you want.
Okay. Well, the reason I asked that, because I was going to say, could either the man or the woman have
I'm looking at her over here too. They like, why am I looking everywhere?
Could the man or the woman already be a parent? Could they have children?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because if I love you, I love everything that come with you.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Money. Should the man or the woman make a certain amount of money?
No, I've been broke before. So I don't, ambition and, hustle is all that's necessary. So how you start and how you finish.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Shit.
Okay.
Step back over here. Hold on one second.
Look like you got some swag to you.
I mean, little light work.
Little light work. Okay, this is Dave in Detroit. Do you want the man or the woman to be in Detroit?
Not necessarily.
Okay. You gave me the age range, 28. When was your
Yes,
last
ma'am.
relationship?
Real recent. Not even a month now that I got rid of that one.
Was it a man or a woman?
It was a guy.
It was a guy. Why did it end?
All the things I kind of just, explain. I think I went in trying to heal, seeing myself in somebody, the immature person. And I think I was losing myself in that situation. So, yeah.
When did you date a woman last?
Let's say about 1.5 years, maybe 2-3 years ago.
Okay. Real quick, Fabulous Faces 5083 said, kudos to you for living your truth. I hope your dreams of becoming a father comes true someday.
I appreciate it.
So she is saying that, okay, Fabulous Faces 5083.
Sir is on this internet because he's hurt. He's on this with the guy he just most recently was with. He's still attached to this guy, but maybe this guy is not presenting commitment. So he's wanting to move on, but hasn't, in my opinion, emotionally moved on.
So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
What's today? Thursday? I say Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Who? Was it a guy or a woman?
Both.
What?
Oh my God.
Don't judge me.
At the same time?
I'm supporting you.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, I will say this. I try not to be judgmental on my show because I have that. Sometimes I am judgmental.
So if on the day this was filmed was Thursday, 3 days before that you was with a man and a woman, how come neither one of them are an option? Why are we on the internet 3 days after you had a sexual encounter with a man and a woman? Are you on here for yet another victim? Because at this point, that's what we're going to call him, a victim. Why are we here, sir? Yes, her hair looks horrible.
I'm human, right? But I'm more shocked. This is not a judgment. It's a shock. Wait, so you had a threesome on Monday?
Yeah.
Neither one of them could be your new boo?
Nah, it was just, you kind of know already going in what it is, right? And so if it's something casual that I'm embarrassed to say that, but I wasn't gonna lie to you, right? But
you didn't have to answer. You could have said, "I'm not going to answer." That's the one question y'all cannot
lie? It's a flex to be honest, right? Like if you can get your way by keeping it a buck, that's the way.
Okay.
Not answering is not lying. You could have not. If you're embarrassed to say, then you could have just said, "I'd rather not answer." That's not lying. That's just not exposing your business. You wanted people to know that because that's what you're trying to attract. You want the weirdness and the nastiness of it all. He said it was a flex to have a man and a woman in the bed. Yikes.
Yeah, so it was Monday, and I think I was just trying to, the itchy and scratchy show. And after I felt like that's why I think the casual thing like ain't it for me. I don't know if it's the age, but like I need intimacy. Like you feel me? I felt like they got down. Like they got down, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. Coming on my show is always going to be several opinions, right? So we got a paid opinion.
Let's talk about it.
I'll let you see if you want to respond to it.
I trust you.
You said
look, they all in the matrix. I ain't worried about that. I'm looking for somebody who not in the matrix. You feel me? Duck gooses. But go ahead. I'm ready, Kendra.
If I can find it, so it might be too hard for me to find. I see it, but in order for me to bring it on stage, and then that would just be because I'm scrolling.
Yeah, it was a Diddy party for sure.
Okay, this is the one. All right, most black males are down low. Says spiritually awakened men do not sleep with men. Leave women alone We are not your incubators.
Well, and that's respectful. I respect how they feel. She sound kind of like she's went through some things, and I'm sorry. But what I will say is that's, being a spiritual person, I'm honest with myself, right? I'm not religious. Like, I'm not going around here like it ain't, I know it's the blood. You feel me? My thing is, if I could find a woman, I could be honest about what my past is, right? We forge a future together. We have to have similar paths, right? And just know I'm rocking with you. Like, this for real. Like, I can have anybody to have their body, but I realized, like, if a man or a woman knew my mind, knew how I think, know where I've come from, like, there's no way you would only see me for sex. You know what I'm saying, Kendra? Yeah, so, yeah.
So if that is the case, if that's what you on this internet right now spitting on Thursday, then why did that escapade happen on Monday? Because you wanted the itchy scratchy show? Oh my God. These people are so out of touch. But you know what's the unfortunate thing, y'all? This is the reality that we live. You said you don't respect his honesty.
Pray for me about that down home, girl. Whatever her name was.
I took it off the screen, but okay, fair enough. All right, so we'll keep going. What are 3 flaws you think you have to work on?
Consistency.
Okay.
Continuous self-love. And just, help me out with the other one. Maybe figuring it out. Extra the holes.
Okay, and last question. Why would a man or a woman be lucky to be with you?
I'll say I've just done the work on myself. I've been in the streets. I've been, I've kind of been all around the spectrum, and I don't look like anything I've been through. There's a lot in me to give and to kind of share, right? And people know when I'm being very genuine, and I'm a very genuine person.
Okay. He's a very genuine person. Let me go to it. Now, with all that being said, are you inside the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I just downloaded. I heard you say that to the other guy that was just on here.
Okay. Did you make your profile yet?
No, hold on. Let me get a pen and the paper so I can write down the name. You don't get.
What's your favorite number?
Favorite number?
Yeah.
I don't got one.
Let me see if Dave Clark is taken. I feel like that would be taken. No, make your username your name right here, Dave Clark. So you'll have your name, and then it's going to ask username. Username is how they can search you. Make it Dave Clark. That's not taken. They can search you fast.
All right, babe. Kendra, I really appreciate you. No, on some real talk, like, I really appreciate you. Like, I'm not looking for, I don't know anything that I've seen on here for real like that, but I believe it's a lot of people who watch it who can kind of hear me and understand what I'm saying, similar paths possibly. And, they're on the same page. So let's see what's up.
I want to say this. I respect anybody that calls my show because that takes courage in itself. Then to go beyond and be as transparent and honest as yourself, I mean, that takes a lot of courage to do because, the world is judgmental. It just kind of is what it is. So I respect you for being as transparent.
Let me tell y'all something. Kendra is a trip. If this was a woman, and if this was a woman, and the woman would be saying that she would take a man or a woman, and if the woman would have said 3 days ago, this is Thursday, but on Monday, I was in the bed with a woman and another man, Kendra would be dragging her from the front door to the back door. Kendra irritates me. I personally don't even think she's a good interviewer. I really don't. Because she contradicts herself so much.
You're absolutely right. Most people will never be that transparent. My show has taught me so much. And the biggest thing that it taught me is we're all different. And, something might not be for you, but Okay, it's just not for you.
Yeah,
It might be for somebody else though.
I take it as honesty, right? Like when they saying in the chat, like he don't know what he want. No, I actually do. That's what separates me from like a down low person. Like I know what I like, and I know what's good for me and what's not. Type, to the chat.
I'm happy you brought that back up. Would you date a down low person?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're liars. They don't know who they are.
Okay, fair enough. So I say that to say, as much as you appreciate me, I appreciate you. And I always stand on, listen, you put it out there. Anyone that reaches out, they know what it is. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. I am aware that the thing about my show is because everyone's watching from all around the world. This is what social media did. Social media took people from their personal world and gave them a front seat to other people's worlds, right? So there's some people
who said that? Who just said that? Simply, was that you? Not Kendra Samuel. What did hold on, let me find that comment. Oh, Simply Morgans said, as difficult as it is to hear, I do respect his honesty. Yes, I agree. You can respect somebody's honesty, right? And him being honest or transparent or whatever words you're going to use, I mean, that's okay. Yeah, right. Good. But to me, it's still, I don't know, it's still a little, I don't know, I just feel it's still a little dishonest in a way, because based off listening to him, it just sounds like his desires are to be with a man. That's what he desires. I just feel like he's more attracted to a man. He does find women to be attractive, and he will sleep with a woman if a woman is willing to sleep with him. If there was no woman in the world that was willing to sleep with him, he would be only interested in men. The only reason he's mentioning women is because women have slept with him. The man just told us he hasn't had a girlfriend in 3 years, but he hasn't been without sex in 3 years because he's been sleeping with men. That's his attraction is to men. He speaks of women because there are women out here who knows he has slept with men or is sleeping with men, will still sleep with him. That's the only reason why he's mentioning. So, and to me, it's still some dishonesty, because if your heart is truly and your desire is truly to be in tune or in one with the man, a woman shouldn't even be on your radar. Allow that woman to be loved by whatever is going to love her only and doesn't have a desire. Now, here's the thing. You can be with a woman and only like women, and men cheat, right? There are men out here that would cheat with another woman, right? But it's just, I don't know. It just takes it to a different level when, as a woman, you're dealing with a man, and not only can he desire women, but he's also desiring men too. Like, to me, that's a lot. I would think, in my mind, that would be a lot. I wouldn't want to accept that.
Who never in life met a man. Or I would say this, maybe they met a person like you, but never as transparent. So they might know a person like you, but they're walking around holding it inside and not exposing it. So there's times like the person that left the comment, this is so far from their norm. Like they've never in life met a person like this, and they're watching the show. So it's hard for them just to receive you off of that GP, right? We have religious people who just will never get with it off of that GP. What I've come to learn is that this world is big. There's a lot of people in it. We all come from different scenarios. Our different scenarios are what make us unique. And that's why everyone's not going to be able to relate to each other, but it's not supposed to be that way. So I'm wishing you the best. I appreciate your transparency. And let's see if we can find you your boo or your
Let's go. So Dave Clark, right? Hey, let's go.
Yeah, make it. Download the dating app right now. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm sure you already downloaded it.
I agree, Pure Area. He would get with a woman, switch up on her, and then say, well, I was honest about what I liked. You're right. He would definitely do that. Again, like I said, which is not giving 100% transparency. He would get with a woman. Again, y'all, we can only go by what he says. We don't have any facts to fact check, right? So we don't know anything about this man other than what he's presenting in this 30 minutes that he was on this show. But a lot of times you can learn a lot by what a person is saying, by what they're saying, their body language, and all that, and all those other things. And I think he would get with a woman, get her all enamored over him, fall in love with him, and then come to her one day with his struggles of still desiring the embrace of a man and break her heart. I don't think he would do a man like that. I don't think he would get with a man, get all into a man, get them, have that man get into him, and then come to that man and be like, oh, I really want a woman. I don't think he would do that to a man. Something is just telling me he definitely would do that to a woman because he desires the embrace more of a man. Like I just said, he'll sleep with a woman because a woman would allow him to sleep with her, but that's not his preference.
G Singles, make your username Dave Clark. Here it goes. This, for those who don't know, it looks like Dave Clark, and they'll reach out to you on the app.
I appreciate you so much, Kendra. Let's go.
I appreciate you too. Bye, baby. Dave is back.
Yes.
You're back, Dave. What happened?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, so
I can't hear you though. Can y'all hear him? I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Can you guys hear him? Sometimes that happens.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Y'all can hear him?
So listen,
I
kind of went back.
Can y'all hear Dave? Y'all can hear Dave. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know why it does that. Okay, I'm gonna go to my other phone, Dave, because I gotta see what made you call me back. I can't hear you on this phone. Okay, what made you call me back, Dave?
First, I think I watched the playback, and I think I kind of understood how some of the women felt like I was confused. Huh? Can you hear me, Kay? Can you hear me?
I'm listening to you from my phone in my hand because I can't hear you live.
All right. So I kind of watched a little playback, and I think I got how some of the women felt like it was some confusion or whatever, like what I was on. I don't think so. I think of course I would desire, if I had the perfect life, right, I would want it to look like them books and shit the books and stuff that's not real. But the reality is, you know, once you've had certain experiences, your taste and everything kind of changes, right? The way you have intimacy and all those other type of things, right? So it's not like I'm coming on here saying basically I've been dealing with guys and that's just not like, it's not that. But it's not because of unsuccess, it's because I believe I'm just finding where I haven't fit. I think it's important though for a man to tell a woman what's up, his background, what he been through, right? And because how else are you supposed to support somebody if you don't do that, right?
Yeah, we got a little delay. You can hear me fine, right? Okay. So let me say this. As much as I support your truth and respect your truth, there are going to be women who just could love you from a distance but not want to participate, right? I think it's fair for a woman to respect your past but also say she can't get with it, right? Because there's just some women who just, for them, it's a non-negotiable to deal with a man that once dealt with men or does deal with men. Now,
correct.
I agree. For some women, it's just non-negotiable. And that's your right. That's not making you non-open-minded. And it's just, I don't want, as a woman, I don't care what other women are out here wanting to do. That's your business, sis. But as a woman, I don't want to be with a man that I know or has told me that he's been with a man before. Yeah, it's I'm not negotiating that. I don't give a damn. Everybody has a past, and I understand that. But if your past comes to present and you tell me in the past you've done that, it could have been 20 years ago. That's just, and again, it's your choice. Just like you choose to date whoever you want to date, how you want to date them, it's your choice. I just don't think it's negotiable. For some women, it's not. For some women, it is. But then for a lot of women, it's not. And I just really, and then again, you guys, this is just my personal opinion. It's not fact. It's just my opinion. And I'm going to speak on as a woman. To deal with a man that has slept with men before, I just really feel like there's a state of confusion. Because if you're living in your truth and you truthfully start dating men and liking men and having sex with men because that's what you like, how do you transition now to, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be with a woman now. Like, I don't understand that.
Just like, but there also are women who are bisexual, more sexually open-minded, that can get with it. But I do think we can't judge the women that will say, this wouldn't work for me.
I think it's more so education, right? It's education. And I really believe like the separation between the down low man and somebody who kind of knows who they are. Like when the one woman said, kind of stuck to me, I think she said, if you're spiritual, there's no way you would still want to be with a man. That's like, to me, like that's, to me, that don't make sense, right? Because it's kind of like saying someone who was an alcoholic, now, they're in recovery and now they never want to drink, or, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just important and it's so freeing.
Sir, that's where you're wrong. Anybody in sobriety will tell you that. Once an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. Although you're in sobriety, that's why most people who unfortunately face addiction to things continuously seek therapy. So you're incorrect about that. Unfortunately, it's a struggle to stay on your sobriety road, your road to sobriety. It's always a road that you have to travel.
To be 100% yourself and who you are. And I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never had a woman turn me down. Never. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never been disrespected by a guy. I walk real heavy, Kendra, right? It's just, it took me this long to get here type shit. And, I appreciate you for sure. I tried to send some more money, but it wouldn't let me. But I appreciate it. But I think a lot of women need the education because more men could possibly feel comfortable. Like we're in a culture where people are exposing and stuff, right? But in reality, people need healing. They need to understand their why and why they did this and why they did that, and then get at peace with that, right? So a lot of these women, they down low ones, and the ones the guys in the chat, they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And so I just believe that people are in the
Wait, he said a lot of the women are down low? What? Well, what women are you surveying? Because, sir, I'm clearly not down low. Oh, boy.
fairy tale land. You got to believe what a man say, what he tell you, what he like, what he love, what he's into. Don't read into it. If he's into you, he's there. If he's not, if you're confused, you're not, right? I'm just wanted to say, Kendra, is this girl from Africa, from Ghana? That's not real. You said don't trust the Africans.
So y'all, if you guys are wondering what's going on, I can't hear him for some reason in this live exchange. So I'm listening to it on my other phone so I can hear the audio. I don't know why.
Can you hear me
that.
now?
I just did that at this microphone. Last guest. Wait, Dave, so don't over talk only because I can't hear you right now. But you can talk after. A couple things. Yes, there are on dating apps, the first thing, all dating apps have catfish issues. It's not a new thing, but we do have an issue at times with Africans. So we are definitely doing our good job of cleaning that up. So I can't tell you if the girl from Ghana is really not on the app. That's a whole nother conversation. Now back to everything you said. I think what you got to make peace with is people, not everybody's going to want, I mean, you say you've never been turned down before, and that might be fair, but there are people that will watch the show that automatically will just say no, because we have preferences, right? There's women who automatically say no to a guy because he has 3 kids, right? There's women that might say automatically no to a guy because he doesn't make a certain income bracket, right? So I think that now what I will say about you, when you brought the thing spiritual, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about religious and spiritual beliefs. People that have those, they will die on a cliff for what they believe, right? And that's just kind of what it is. So you're never going to convince that person to believe or see things the way that you see. Now, 2 things are true. There's more men like you that are not that transparent that some women might not even know, right? We call these DL men who are lying to women. So that's not right, right? But I don't want to put the notion that every man, you know, we do know there are men who don't date men.
If a man is homophobic, he gay, Kendra. If a man is homophobic, he's gay. Sorry. But what I will say, and I respect what you're saying. It's not that I'm at.
If a man is homophobic, he's gay. Wait, what is he? So, if a man is against 2 men being together, oh Lord Jesus, be offense. I don't. Okay, I mean, I don't believe that.
Peace. I just feel like, you know, I'm sorry, it's not a woman's job probably to heal a man. I know that's y'all plight, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, there's a lot of people who just, the past and then the man box or whatever have you, to where it
is not a woman's job to heal a man. It is you yourself to heal yourself. What do I look like trying to heal you? I don't need you to heal me. So if you need that, I can't give that to you. That's too much responsibility. I don't want to be in charge of that. Heal your damn self. However that looks for you.
They can't be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't be honest. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying when I'm with a woman that I'm gonna be like, hey, look, I like this, so let's do this. Nah, that's a no flex zone. But it just seemed like a lot of miseducation, a lot of gaslighting. Like, somebody was like, he trying to sound deep. Like, well, I'm deep as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never met nothing in the box like this. Swear to God. So it's not that. I just have so much respect and love for women. My mama's a woman, right? Like, I have so much love and respect for women. It's just, everybody following somebody. Like, that's just the problem. Like, you feel me? Like, everybody following somebody. It felt so good to talk to you. Like, for you feel me? But it's like everybody following somebody, you know? And it's like, it felt safer to be the hoe in both of them than to kind of be the one that's sitting there getting played. But now I'm like, let me jump
in.
He said it was safer to feel like a hoe and F both of them than to feel like he getting played. What? Now, Nikki Hendricks says, no, homophobia is usually an indicator. A man not wanting to be with another man doesn't equate to homophobia, but anyone that is preoccupied with things others do in their bedroom is suspicious. Well, here's the thing, Nikki. I am, and I know you're not talking to me. I know you're just speaking in general, and I appreciate your thoughts, your opinions. That's what we like in the break room. We like to have dialect, right? And for me, in no way am I preoccupied. And again, I'm not saying you're speaking to me. I'm just speaking on what you're saying. In no way am I preoccupied with what other people do in the bedroom. That ain't my business. But if people would stop coming on the internet, spreading to the entire world what you do in the bedroom, I don't think people would be as preoccupied, if that makes sense. Think about it, y'all. And I'm just going to use this as an example. Maybe it may not fit for everyone. When you go to work and you work amongst your coworkers, do you necessarily want the people that you work with to know what you do outside of work, what you do in your personal time, and what you do, you know, in your in a sexual environment? I don't know about y'all, but I don't go to work and discuss with my coworkers what I do in the bedroom. So why do we get on the internet and tell that? Think about the conversations you have heard in the break room, hence where we are at now. How many times have you guys been sitting in the break room at your job and heard conversations about what people were doing in their bedroom the night before? Typically, you don't hear that. And I'm not saying these conversations may not go on, but typically, you don't hear that. So why do people get on the internet and say it? Because what you just did is open the door for said coworker or coworkers, plural, to know what you do in your bedroom. Oh, okay. Yeah, Nikki, I understand. Okay, understood. Understood, Nikki. So that's just all I'm saying. I just don't I don't understand that. I mean, freedom of speech is that, and if you want to get on the internet and tell people that, oh, I mean, you have the right to do it. Thus far, they haven't stopped it. You know what I'm saying? No, they haven't stopped that. So you have the right to do it. I just really feel like if I'm not going to go to work and tell my coworkers what I do in the bedroom, why would I get on the internet and tell the world? Maybe that makes sense to some and doesn't make sense to others, but that's just my philosophy. Like, if I'm not going to sit on my job and tell you what I do at work or do at home in the privacies of my four walls, why would I get on the internet and tell the whole entire world?
Let me jump in. Again, if you're just tuning in, I don't know what's happening. This is YouTube. I don't own it. This is why I love my dating app, but it's all good. We've had a great show tonight. Just in this moment, for some reason, I can't hear him live. So I'm listening to him live on my other phone. Couple things. I do want to ask you this. Do you think every man is gay to a certain degree? Is that the
Nah, I feel like if a man is homophobic, if you a woman and you got a gay friend, listen. I'm just being honest from my experience, you know what I mean? Like, from the joint, from our hair, you know what I mean? Like, I could walk into a place and the woman trying to make her guy feel comfortable, but low key, he kind of scoping, and then I got to check into him because this is my girl, don't be disrespectful, but I'm not somebody who will out somebody only for the sake of, if I don't know him, you feel what I'm talking about? Like, if it ain't that ain't me. I just feel like I'm fly as hell now, Kendra. Like, I'm on it, and I don't know why I just can't keep going and just, you know what I mean? Like, I just need something that's greater than that. You feel me? I would love for it to be a woman. It's a few in here. Like, I don't know. It's just got to be the connection. Sex is so much better. Intimacy is so much better when, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's that. So
what it sounds like is old Dave is tired of having random sex. He just said that he would actually rather the sexual come from a woman, but if he can't get it, I guess he'll take a man. You say he keep bringing up prison. Sounds like he missed it because that's where he wants to be. I don't think that's where he wants to be, but that's where it started for him. He stated he first went to prison at 17. He had his first encounter with a man at age 19. For some of you guys who are just coming in and missed that part, he said he first went to prison at 17. He had his first encounter with a man at age 19, and that's while he was in prison. You think he still needs to mature some? I can agree to that too, Mrs. Simmons. I definitely can agree to that. He needs to mature more. 10 years from now, who's to say what he'll be doing? You know, I do know he needs to figure out which side of the fence that he's going to be on and stay there. And he needs that for growth in his personal life, in professional life. He needs to figure out what side of the fence that he's going to be on and stay there, because right now it sounds like he's straddling the fence. And if he loses his balance, he might get hurt, if you know what I mean. All right, Dave, good luck to you. Bye. All right, y'all. That was a lot there, okay? I wanted to bring that conversation to the internet. I don't know if you guys seen AJ Johnson, Magic Johnson's son, stated the other day in an interview that he only attracts straight men. True story. He says he only attracts straight men. Now, if you guys, most of you guys do know Magic Johnson's son is gay. Okay. And I was curious. I'm like, well, how do you attract straight men, only attract straight men, and you're gay? You're a gay man. How does that happen? So do you mean that you essentially attract down low men? Because a man who prefers to sleep with women only, I would just assume is a straight man. So how do you attract said man? He said, EJ. I'm sorry, EJ. I said AJ. I do apologize, EJ. How do you do that? I didn't understand. And I guess, you know what I have learned in my older, at my older age, there are some things that I just will never understand. You know, over the years, people have said things and just made it to be fact, when a lot of times people are just making up ish. And, you know, sometimes if you just hear it a lot, you just like, oh, okay. But him saying that he only attracts straight men, and that when he goes to the gay club, like he doesn't really go to the gay club because he doesn't like those type of men. He only likes straight men. And I'm like, but if that straight man likes you back and he knows you are a man, I don't think EJ, and again, I don't know this for fact, but I don't think he's had the assignment surgery. I don't think he's had that. How do they still be considered straight and they're sleeping with the same sex? I don't know, y'all. Like, I guess I can live to be 100 and will never understand it. And you know what, Pure Area, I do understand that. And that's what bothers me about that whole conversation. Why do you, because what EJ also said is at one time him and his sister were beefing over the same guy because they both liked the same guy. And I'm just thinking, like, if I was EJ's sister, I would not be beefing with you with this guy. Like, you can have it. And so it's almost like if your thought is that you were born a man and you feel that you're more feminine than male, then okay, like, all right, that's your thing, right? But why try to wipe out the existence of the woman. Let's be honest. EJ wouldn't have made it to this earth if it wasn't for Cookie, his mother, the woman. Like, why try to make women feel less than to make yourself feel more than? When you can live 1,000 times over, you can have as many surgeries as you want. You would never be a woman because you weren't born a woman. So I don't understand it. Where you said some men are really in competition with women. I don't. Yeah. Well, steer me clear from those men, because I'm not going to compete to be a man. Like, I appreciate and embrace how God born me to this world. He born me to be a woman, and in no way am I trying to act more manly. And that's how when men say that they don't like women who have masculine energy. Okay, well, some of you men stop possessing feminine energy, and then maybe women will stop possessing masculine energy. Be the man in the relationship. Do what a man is supposed to do in a relationship. You know what? Because me and my girlfriends, we have this conversation a lot. What I'm also seeing, that men want to be chased. The men nowadays want you to chase them. When years ago, it used to be the thing where the men actually pursued the woman. Now the men want to be pursued, which is crazy to me. Right. Men want women to chase them. And when I say chase, I don't mean, I mean, be the one who pursued the woman. My homegirl, she's on a dating app, and she said that what did she say? Something about matching. She said she was matching with different men. And she said, girl, you can match with these men and they won't even respond. They won't say hello. She said some of them will, but she said a lot of them won't even break the ice and say, oh, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm blah, blah, blah. She said it's so many men that she has matched with that didn't even respond to her. And apparently for her to match, hold on. So what she said was, in order for her to match with them, they had to, I guess, like her first or something like that. So once the woman decides to match, then again, it's my assumption, I would think the man would just say, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. She told me, she said, girl, a lot of them won't even say anything to you until you say something to them first. I was like, wow. Okay. I was like, wow. I said, the world has really changed. It really has. Well, okay, y'all, that's my time. We've been here for 2 hours. I wanted to give you guys a 2-hour show because I missed the last couple of days of getting on here. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good weekend. Have a good Saturday. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out the door. And remember, sub what you love. Bye.